Anderson's still projected high. Elliott's out.
We swapping McBride. Hope the weather in Chicago holds.
It bumps us over 110. Gives us a shot.
See, every day that goes by is a blast. Always thinking that it could be our last. So what are we gonna do to preserve this moment? Make the people bump the club like they motherfucking own it. Own it, own it. Own it, own it, own it. Own it, own it.
Hey, who did you talk to? What has been going on? It's still me, motherfucking Mike Lepre with legit fantasy football. I did all the number crunching on our past podcasts, and I'm mad. I'm mad. And I'm not mad at me. I'm not mad at Sean. I'm not mad at Matt. I'm mad at everybody else. Like if me, Sean, and Matt just stood in a circle, I would be mad at everybody around the circle for not listening to us. Joining me, Master Domus. What's up, Matt?
My whole life, every situation I'm in, I'm loud. I keep talking, and all I do is blah, 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 blah. And I get mad that people don't listen to me because what comes out of the mouth is gold.
They don't. Speaking of gold, Capricorn, what's going on there, Kevin?
What's up? Happy New Year.
Happy New Year's. So a couple things. I did all the show numbers, right? I'm missing 2 weeks where we went 5-2 because I had 2 5-2s that I couldn't find the picks for, so I couldn't validate who we had. But it was over 70. It's at 71%. Now, really quick, for the people at home, I showed Matt this. If you look at this really cheesy piece of cardboard that I wrote on really poorly with bad penmanship, you'll notice that over here there's G's. Now, Sean, guess what G stands for?
I'm going to guess the Giants.
No. Game. Game, Sean.
Yeah.
Well, I guess it's going to be tougher than I thought. All right. Now, every game, there's 10 G's.
Oh, no.
Near 7 of them, there's W's. Maddie, you know what W stands for? West Side? No, wins. Wins. West Side. Now, Sean, look. I put plus $100 near every W, and then I put a minus near every L. Now, Sean, we did over 50 to 60 games this year. We had between 50 and 60-something locks, right? If you follow this, you would have gone through this cardboard 6 times. You would have made a lot of money. Matt, where did he go?
He disappeared. He disappeared.
Did even you bet on our games, like just $10 on every game? Because I didn't do it this year either.
I pretty much would do, depending on how I felt about the spread, the slate. Some weeks I would do 4, 5, 6. Some weeks I would do 7, 8, 9. Depending on how I felt about the But I always showed receipts. We always had that little window. I got to believe that the king of the multi-parlay was my man, Captain Picard. I'm not going to act like I got anything on that cat.
Well, but that's what I want to ask you. So, Sean, did you use our locks?
No, of course I did.
All right. Now, did you make money off our locks this year?
Yes, I did because I put select all straights.
So you did do what you said.
Better be straight.
That's what you got to do.
At the end of the year, you came up ahead by sticking with the picks.
Yeah, it's easy money.
And doesn't it seem like when you get 3 different opinions and they bounce around, you can really kind of get a better idea of who's winning this fucking game?
Yeah, it's a bell curve. It works.
Oh, yep. Three whack jobs.
Yep.
3 of the most nutty people you're ever gonna meet, right? But hey, over 70%. What are you gonna do? What are you gonna do? Before we get into the games, really quick, Sean, what does it take to have a plow put on the front of your truck? What kind of test do you have to take to put a plow on the front of your truck? Is there one?
I'm good. I have no idea.
Matt?
Well, obviously, you need a big blade. And then you need a truck that can carry the blade.
So that proves my point. You can put a plow on the front of your truck. And you know what that problem brings? I'm going to be quick, but it's true. And this is what one of the things I hate the most is guys driving trucks with plows, don't know how to use a plow, but it's like Christmas and they're out in their trucks scraping up the concrete, the gravel. They're just like, you know what I mean? Like smashing things because they got a plow now.
Yep. That's untrue, kid, because my car identifies as a truck.
Doesn't matter. I'm telling you, plows. Look, in the winter, it's fucking guys with plows. And in the summer, it's the guys on the motorcycles coming down the dotted lines on the highway that make me just want to check the inside of my door. Let me just open this door for a second. Ba-ping.
I always try to open. I try to give them a Pop Tart. I try to open my door, see if they want a Pop Tart. I'm like, while you're driving, or water.
Oh,
excuse me. Can I get you a Pop Tart? Hey,
you have no idea my intentions.
Why are the games on at 3 and 4:30? Sean, why? What jackass made this up?
It's always been, and I don't know why they do it. They think they're capturing the most viewers that way, but I don't believe it.
All right. I'm ready to get into this first game. And I've been ruminating on this motherfucker all week. Because I got to tell you something. Here's where I am with this, right? What is the official spread?
4.5.
What do you guys do for official spread? Right.
I have
42.5, 4.5.
Yeah.
I do see sometimes it goes to 43, but 42.5.
The Patriots are favored by 4.5?
Correct.
Yep.
All right. Here's my problem with this game. Okay? I predicted the Patriots were going to go to the Super Bowl when the playoffs started.
Oh.
Matt, you can attest to that, right? I had the Patriots and the 49ers, but obviously that didn't work out. Here I am sitting at this game, right? Here's the problem I have with this game. Everyone's talking about like how without Bo Nix, what are the Broncos going to do? And then I look back in the last couple of weeks of Bo Nix, and it wasn't really like until the fourth quarter where he started to do anything. So I think they're going to run the ball and play incredible defense way up in the air where it's tougher to breathe. And that's a fact. And then I look at this game and I think it's going to be cold and ugly game. And then I get worried. Because I'll tell you why I get worried. This was the last team that I would want to have seen the Patriots play. I don't like the Denver defense if I'm New England. If I'm rooting for New England, I can't stand that defense. That's not a good defense for them. It just isn't. And so then you're going to throw it on Stidham. Oh, it's all about him. It's not all about him. He's not the big story. It's the Broncos defense. How the Broncos defense, if they rough up New England, get a couple field goals, kid. Just get them in range. And I'm being serious because I know the Patriots and I know that I've been watching the Broncos. That defense, it all comes down to that. I love Drake May. You guys know I love Drake May. I'm a huge Drake May fan. But I'm still worried about him playing Denver. Like everyone's talking about the Broncos quarterback, and all I keep thinking about is nope. It's really the Broncos defense. And then the special teams battle if they can keep it even. So I'm not making a prediction yet, but let's start off with Matt. Matt, 4.5. What do you?
If I'm going to war with a specific entity, I have to analyze them and say, what do they lead with? What are their strengths? What are their weaknesses? Denver has never led with their quarterback all year long. It's never been what's given opposing teams nightmares. Bo Nix has been complimentary at best, and there's been times when we've seen him ascend and get better, and then we've seen him at times, they just kind of stay in the game. I've said over and over that this Bronco team will kind of let you kick around, but they have many comebacks. And the reason is because they're right there. They're in the game. They stay in the game. They play low-scoring games. It's just a game the Patriots do not want to play. And if I'm the Broncos, I've seen Drake May put the ball on the ground numerous times, and I have to be telling all my people on the defensive side, that's us, that's him, and we're going to make him go drop that ball a few times. But we need to make sure we get one. Kind of like the Patriots in 01 when they were like, we need to get one on defense in order to beat the Rams. These Broncos are the same way. They're going, we need to get one on defense. But this is the thing, right? Like I said, Bo Nix has been kind of complimentary at best. But Jared Stidham plays a different type of position. Go ahead, King.
I want to give you his numbers. So Bo Nix in the season, he just missed 4,000. So he threw for under 4,000. He had 25 touchdowns, which is not a lot, right? Not a lot. Starting quarterback. And, 11 interceptions.
2-1.
So his rating was 87.8. It's pretty low.
Average.
It's lower than Jacoby.
Middle of the pack.
It's pretty. That's actually pretty low.
Which actually makes the case that if you like Denver before, you should love them now, because now you got an increase in points. The switch of position at quarterback is really, truly not much. Jared Stidham's going to provide you that. So
I think, yeah. That's what I've been in my head, man, the whole week, is that they're talking about the other guy's quarterback, and I'm looking at this and I'm going, but Bo Nix, nobody was picking him up in fantasy. Like, I'm not picking up Bo Nix. So, like, they're not losing. How much did they lose? They're losing that fourth quarter magic, I guess, is what they think. But just don't let it happen. Don't let them have to be fourth quarter magic. Play great defense. Sean, what are you thinking?
Here's what I'm thinking. I hate to say it. I think the Patriots win. However, I think it's much closer than it's going to. Everyone else is saying it's going to be Patriots in a row. It's going to be Patriots this. It's going to be Patriots that. For exactly the same reason. I think you're going to see a lot of running today from Denver. I'm not sure. Was Dobbins officially back? I know they were going to activate him.
Yeah, I think he's.
Yeah, it looks like he's going to play, but it's still in the air.
You got Dobbins back. You got a ball control offense. You got a team that can turn it over for you and get you a good field position. And it's going to be a low-scoring game. It's not going to be anything exciting. Don't look for 43-3. So, yeah, the Patriots, I think, can win. I think they need to play a clean game. I think they need to play a perfect game. I don't think the Patriots are as good as, and they're my Patriots. Yeah, they're my Patriots. But you gotta get the team going. And in order to get the team going, the ones who win the playoffs over 80% of the time are the team that win the turnover battle. Can that be Denver? Absolutely.
Well,
can that be New England? New England can do that as well. But I think in this case, it's a close game. New England wins by 1.
Listen, so out of the 4 remaining quarterbacks,
yes,
I would rather have Drake May than Matthew Stafford.
Okay.
Today's the day where Drake May either shows me that this is just his stage now and he makes those plays, right? Or he gets confused by that Broncos defense and gets knocked around. Now, I love Drake May. I've been saying it all year. However, the Broncos win today. It's as clear in my head as if like it's already been played.
I feel it, King. I do feel it. And I don't want to say it because I do believe in speaking truth to existence. But I do feel that. I feel that, the way that they win today is by completely shutting down the Patriots offense. And, I could see the Patriots losing this game 20-16.
Yeah.
17-16. Something like that. I don't see the Patriots.
Go ahead. Put the bad juju in the world.
Wait, listen. When you're talking about all week long about, oh my God, how are you gonna pull it off? How can you even compete? That locker room gets way more hyped up than the other locker room because if you get talked about and called out and said, but this guy they get no chance. That that locker room must be like, motherfuckers, you want to see who's got a chance? Like the defense must be like, I can't wait
sure.
to hit someone. I'm gonna hit
I
someone.
love that Sean Payton guaranteed victory because it's almost like he's going, no. We're not just in this game. We're going to win it, and I guarantee it. And what he's trying to do is he's going, you're playing the Denver Broncos. You're not playing Bo Nix. It was never about Bo Nix. And when you come to Denver, your history here is 0-4 in the playoffs. They're not – Tom Brady – the best of all time is 6-8 lifetime against the Denver Broncos.
Yeah.
Don't tell me Drake May's going to do this or that when Tom Brady couldn't. So,
But
and the
what if he
percentages.
does?
What? So let's see it. And I don't know. I'm with you, King. I don't believe that Vegas wants to usher in Denver, but I guarantee you they take the pot. So I do think, like Captain said, I could see a late position field goal, something like that. But I could also see the Denver Broncos win. I'm 100% sold on the Broncos with the points, but you could sprinkle some money on the money line for sure. Yeah,
I just see, Mike King, you know what I see is that everywhere you look, everyone's talking about it's a foregone conclusion. And that's what they did last week to New England. And you know what? That's what has me truly worried is everyone being so certain that the Patriots are going to win today. And I think that's going to be playing again and again in highlights.
Sean, it woke up all of those Patriot fans, and I use this, that have had all their Patriot stuff hidden, right? And they didn't even know. They were like, oh, we're actually in the championship game again? We get to have a party, championship party again. Oh, it's like when we were young, right? Like it's like the early 2000s. That's what they think that's happening today. Like, and I'm not rooting against the Patriots anymore, like I did when Brady was there, because I like Drake May, but I can't. Broncos win. I just think that's what's gonna happen. In my head, it's already been like played out. Good game, but Broncos win. All right, so we split on that. Let's just do the 4:30 now. The Rams travel to Seattle. What do we got? Who's going to throw the spread at me because I can't pull it up on the two screens.
Seattle's giving 2.5.
Yes.
So Seattle's favorite 2.5. I can go first. You guys can go first. Sean, you want to go first? Go ahead.
Sure. I think I said it from the beginning. I said Denver versus Los Angeles in the Super Bowl.
Yep.
And I honestly think Los Angeles is a better team. I think that was an aberration that happened at the end of the year because they were trying to get healthy. I think Donald shows his true colors today. And I think that seeing the Los Angeles Rams, they run through Seattle. And it's not going to be an easy test by any, because that Seattle defense is for real. But it's going to be a lot of Puka today. And it's going to be a very tough game, but you're going to see Los Angeles end up winning it straight up.
So here's where I'm sitting on that game. I truly believe in one of the things you said, is that we see the true Sam Darnold. Listen, I don't believe in Sam Darnold in a tight situation or a playoff situation anywhere near as I would trust Matthew Stafford.
Yeah.
So going into this game, looking at those two quarterbacks, I say to myself, the Rams, like Stafford gets it done. He actually knows what it takes to get it done. He'll do it. Seattle's quarterback's going to be a little bit behind on this. I like the Rams outright too. I don't know why, but I've never been a Seattle believer. They're in the championship, and I'm looking at them going, and they beat the shit out of the Rams. And I'm like,
oh yeah,
Rams got this game. I don't know why Rams got this game. And you know what? Rams Denver is such a boring Super Bowl. Matt, what do you think of this game?
As much as I do believe what you say to be true, I do agree with you to a certain degree with what you just said about Sam Darnold, not being able to trust him as much as Stafford. I believe he's like a catalyst, like Bo Nix, like he's along for the ride with that team. That team was ripe, ready to go. and he just kind of added to it. But I do believe that there's times when you can absolutely shake him up, get to him. I just believe he's very hurt. I think the oblique injury is real. I think it's hard to concentrate on anything when you're really, really hurt. And it takes pain threshold. We're going to see if he's one of those guys that can withstand the pain and continue to deliver pizza. But when it comes to today's games, I think the Rams get it done. And almost in the last game, they were up 2 possessions and they had a nice miraculous comeback, and they do believe that they can do that. I just think to beat a team 3 times in a season is very difficult.
Oh, yeah.
And I think that the Rams have added incentive to the point where you got the Seahawks almost like we've done that twice. We can do it. Well, I'm not going to say that just that's going to factor in. I just think it's a little extra motivation for the Rams going, I know we can get this done, but we've been there so close. Let's not slip it up this time. I think Zach Charbonnet is a key injury too. As good as Kenneth Walker has been and has been coming on, it's so complimentary to have Zach there, especially taking off the key bruising hits down at the goal line. You used to like to sneak Zach Charbonnet in there, take a little bit of toll off of Kenneth Walker. But Kenneth Walker's been getting touchdowns from far out, so who really knows, right? I love Seattle. I've been talking about Seattle going to the Super Bowl, being the Super Bowl champion, but I have the Rams today. It's the Rams.
So, whether you know it or not, we have an NFC conference championship.
West.
It's a lock. I can't play the lock thing, but it's officially a lock. It's a lock. We're locking the Rams. It's a lock. It's a lock. It's a lock. All right. So, Sean, you have the Patriots Rams in the Super Bowl, and me, Matt, have one of the most boring Super Bowls ever with the Broncos Rams. That would be a real boring Super Bowl. Broncos Rams. Like I just, what do you say, Matt?
I have the Patriots somehow get it done on the money line.
Okay.
I have the Broncos covering.
I have Broncos Rams.
I can, however, see the Broncos winning. I just don't know.
But you
I don't
can't
know.
make both sides of the pick. You can't say that.
No,
I'm on heads and tails.
I'm gonna say I predict the exact final score, and it's Patriots 24, Denver 20. Broncos cover the 4.5, and then you hit the over. I do believe that it's going to be an over, but it's going to be Broncos.
Broncos 16, Patriots 13. That
Could be
horrible game today.
Yeah.
Of what we're dealing with. That's just how I see that some bitch strolling in.
They're not having weather in Denver, I don't believe.
Yeah, I know,
Luckily.
but we are about to. I had a bunch of Blizzard fonts made. I don't know where the hell they are, but it's the Blizzard episode. We're gonna get we're in New England, and we're gonna get probably, from what I've been seeing, on the low end about 15 inches, and then on the high end over 2 feet. But the problem is, it's really close to over 2 feet. And the video that I made before this that didn't get played is about the 78 Blizzard of 78. It started at the same exact time of day at 11 a.m. where it really got heavy, like today's supposed to. They predicted it exactly at the same time, right? It built as rapidly as this one's supposed to build, between 1 and 5, 3 inches an hour type shit. That's exactly what the Blizzard of 78 did. And that thing was the same situation. Cold air coming down, weather coming up. They hit each other and boom, they shit out snow. And it looks like there's going to be enough weather where I'm afraid we're going to go over 2 feet. I'm afraid we're going to go over 2 feet. I'm predicting weather now, not just sports. And I'm probably 70% on the weather. But by watching those two things merge, and they keep drifting north. And that's how shit goes. I'm worried we're going to get over 2 feet. Anybody want to challenge me on that? You want to bet me on that?
I think I think we're going to get over 2 feet. I've been feeling like we're going to have a significant storm. But what I really truly want to talk about, and I don't want to switch subject on you, is how do you guys feel about the lesser names getting first touchdowns in these games? Have you been seeing that, noticing that?
Oh yeah.
Players that you wouldn't need, Frank Crum and Yusuf Nonchek. all these people.
Guys that would make you more money on DraftKings. Is that
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh,
Well, I mean, honestly, yeah. Like I looked back by Demario Douglas, and he was plus 4,000.
yeah.
I mean, you put $10, it's $400,
Yep.
and it happened. So, you know, I love odds.
This year has really rapidly got to a point where I don't trust single person stats betting on that. I'm having a hard time with that now because, like you just said, they kind of control that. I get a weird feeling that they control that, and no one has yet to still bring up the punt at the 29-yard line by the Browns. Like,
Yeah.
why is that not brought up? Why do people not talk about it? Like, why would you punt from the 29?
Yep.
Like, what was that for? Or, like, even the Giants and shit like that, where they could have went for 2 here, the spread would have changed. Like, I got worried this year. So, if anything, I was playing it based on. I like teams that are pissed off. How about that? I like teams that have a reason. You know.
Speaking about pissed off, King.
Yep.
Here's one part of Vrabel and the Patriots that I think some people would consider sinister and maybe think like I'm talking crazy or unsportsmanlike. But when you've got the king out the castle and then you have another heir to the throne and you know there's not anybody really behind them, what do? You send the hounds.
You send the hounds?
What if you popped Stidham? Like, that's what I'm looking for early. I'm looking for the Patriots to clock them,
Yep.
hit them hard. You know, I don't know who the guy is behind him, but I'm sure we're going to hear him talk about him with the way the Patriots are going to be sticking this dude. And I don't
you're
think
gonna
they
get
give a
chased
shit
on.
about 15 yards.
Patriots get a special teams touchdown early and get up 14-0 somehow.
It's a wrap.
Denver's really in a rough position. However, if by halftime it's like 7-3, or even Patriots leading 10-3, that's
Yeah, they
not a
whack
good
'em.
lead. That's no. I'm telling you about how the Broncos are going to win. If it's ugly and low scoring, Broncos win. That's all I'm going to say. If New England doesn't get over 20, Broncos win.
The only thing that keeps me believing in Stidham, and there really isn't much to believe in, but that's also because we haven't seen it, right? And a lot of the times when you have a quarterback that you haven't seen, you don't have anything to go off. You don't know really how he's going to attack you. But when it comes to Josh McDaniels, the first person he traded for was Jarrett Stidham.
Yeah,
and then he's been –
listen, Stidham is a Sean Payton guy too.
That's right.
Sean Payton's not bringing him wherever he goes. And I always thought Sean Payton was a great offensive mind. So if he is, why does he keep bringing this guy with him? There's got to be a reason.
Oh, yeah.
Well,
as you know, I'm a card hog. I collected a lot of Jarrett Stidham's cards. I eyed him when he was in Auburn. And if he would have came out his junior year, he would have been a first round pick. He ended up going back because he wanted to win a national championship, and their offensive line was dog shit. And he did really detrimental to his stock. But the thing is he has an arm. That's not the case. He's got a cannon for an arm. He can make the throws. He does throw picks, but has that been ironed out? And now I think being in the league for so long, being in a system for so long, I think he knows what's expected of him. And I don't think the Patriots know what to expect of him. So I think the advantage is up with Stidham. And I also think the advantage is with the Denver Broncos.
Sean, what you got?
Sure. Just like you're the NFC East whisperer, I think Sean Payton is the quarterback whisperer. I think it's a lot of that good stuff. we're going to see.
Did
What
you see
the
that?
hell was that?
It was at the end of it, the final words say, "And let's see if Donald Trump is going to help all of you when that happens. There will be no lights.
Okay.
The weather is going to change dramatically towards America, and nobody can control that. What is going to happen to America?"
Well, that's
Well,
a great question.
You know what? Let me have another.
Let's
sip of
take
my
it.
coffee.
What they say about Donald?
Wait, stop. Let me have another.
Oh
Let
no.
me have another sip of my coffee, right?
Ah,
As we jokingly talk about football, and just thank. I want to thank whatever God anybody believes in, that I'm not that upset and angry.
No.
To type an all caps message to anybody about something that I have no control over.
King, I don't pray to a God that anybody believes in. I pray to the Lord Jesus Christ, who revealed God the Father to us. But I will absolutely dismiss Donald Trump as I don't pray to that man. I don't have hope in that man.
Right.
I don't care about Donald Trump. I want to know what they said. We could have an agreement on Donald Trump, is what I want to say. What did they say?
The only way I'm talking about him is we're going to talk about the New Jersey Generals. Other than that, he doesn't belong in this conversation. So that's my point. When you're sitting here on a Sunday getting ready for games and a blizzard's coming and you got real life problems, I don't need to read this gigantic all caps complaint that's got to do with something that I can't control.
Yeah, it's a lot. It's a lot.
I pick games.
Can I just say
they're
one
trying to
thing
get
real
this.
quick,
They're
though?
trying to get this sports show political.
Come on, go, Sean.
Thank you. So the Auburn Tigers are going to come out there today. No, so the thing is, Stidham came from Auburn. Didn't Locke also come from Auburn? So you know he's had his focal point.
No, Locke was
I thought he transferred out of Auburn.
I believe Drew Locke was Washington.
Yeah. I thought anyways, my point being is the reason why he started looking at Locke was because of Stidham. So it was Auburn, maybe they were trying to recruit Locke. Yeah. I don't know what it was. But he's had his eye on Stidham for a long, long time.
Yep.
And he tried to get that draft pick that the Patriots had to get Drew Locke. I mean, to get Jason Stidham. So he knows something that we don't know. And he's a quarterback whisperer. He's a guy that can come in, that can say to you, hey, you know what? I know what doesn't work for you. We're going to work around that, and we're going to get the job done.
That's too loud. He would whisper it.
Here you go.
No, that was all caps. All cap. I'm on cap. No cap. It's contagious, man.
Here's cap.
Shit's contagious.
I'm with that.
I wanted to hear what she was talking about the lights because she might have some fake IED shit. You know what I mean?
What got me was I thought DT meant defensive tackle.
Yeah.
I'm not even joking. Why do you think I pulled it up? I'm like, the defensive tackle is a mangle. What's wrong with the defensive tackle? And then I'm reading, I'm going, this is political. This isn't about no defensive tackle. Anyhow, I just feel bad for people that are that angry. You can't just sit and be that angry. You can't. They can.
They can. They think that.
What can you get done? Nothing good. No. Let me tell you something. You know what's great is that as a whole, we're all unimportant. We all think that we're all going to change the universe, but we're not. So the best thing we can do is pick fucking 7 out of 10 games for a season for you and give you the game and we tell you, go bet these games. We make these big dramatic cartoon lock sounds. It's a lock. We tell you every single week. All we want you to do is follow along with us and make yourself some money. And then you won't be angry. You'll be happy. You'll be sitting at home like, hey, this is fun. It's fun shit.
Pretty soon your lights are back on. Yeah. Because you have enough money.
King, some people are happy being unhappy.
Mm-hmm. That's true.
Yeah, dude. That let me tell you something. From life from 2019 and under, completely different from life that went from 2020 to where we are now. right?
Yeah.
The keyboard warriors got intense. You know, like, look, here's the thing. I know that whatever I've posted in 10 to 20 years is still going to look solid, what I believe in, and not different. And you'll never see me calling out anyone. You'll never see me liking a post, responding to a post, saying it's horrible. I've never once said this post is horrendous to anyone. I see their opinion and I just leave it there. I just fucking leave it there. There's so many people that have said so much stuff that in 10 years, when the computer starts to spit out all your shit that you have to read, that you wrote,
Yep.
some people are not going to feel good. Some people are not going to feel good about the fact that they're like, you, we're all going to, we should tell this guy that he can't work there anymore at the coffee shop. He's not making coffee anymore. You're losing your job. And it's like, let the guy make coffee. Will you shut up? Let him make coffee. Just go someplace else. Anyhow, plows and people. Guys, I would take the Rams. We've all said that as a lock. These two like the Patriots to win, but me and Maddie like the Patriots with the points. That therein lies the difference.
No.
No?
I like Denver with the points too.
I like Denver with the points. I like Patriots to win.
We have two fucking locks.
Yeah.
Denver and the Rams.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I just have it outright. That's the only difference is I have them outright, but we all have the spread. Denver.
Yes.
But I could see Denver winning.
And I would say, what's the over-under with Denver and the Patriots? 40 what?
It's 42 and a half. You can see it at 43 in spots. If it's at 42, 42 and a half, 43, go under. If it's anything above, go over.
Yeah. Rams and Denver. All right, Sean, last words on the season. Oh, we might come back. We'll see.
What a great season it has been. All the money that's coming for us, all the power, all the respect that's coming for us. We're growing and growing. Thank you, by the way, for all the people that aren't keyboard warriors out there, but that do write in, that do send out the good messages, that do send out the happy vibes. We really appreciate it. What keeps us going. It's what keeps this podcast growing. And it's all because of you. You're our family. You do it, baby.
Dude, I realized, and this is what I do to train my mind, the hardest thing to do is sit down and write something nice.
Yeah.
And you know what? Because it's so easy to write something negative, especially if you think you're a funny person. Like, I get jokes in my head about people all the time. Like, I could just constantly make jokes about them. But it's much harder for me to say, hey, you know what? Let me take a minute and just say something nice. And that makes everything nice. Maddie, what do you think about nice?
I think nice is somebody's perspective. I'm more along the lines of telling people the whole cold, hard truth, which would come across as being an asshole. But I'm a big believer of tough love. That's just who I am. I'm a Calvinist Baptist, and inside that, it's almost identifies exactly who I am. Someone who has to know about the truth, and we provide correction when we see truth being attacked. So
Sean,
it's a difficult job, but you endure the suffering that comes directly from sharing the gospel.
I'm the only one that knows that you and Matt are so much alike, yet so different. Like, it's like in a football show, you guys are completely alike. You guys would be on both sides of the spectrum, and I'm where I'm at always. I'm just in the middle. I don't get behind anybody. I don't hit anybody's wagon. I don't have opinions on real life. I don't have any because I don't know anything about it. The only thing I have opinions on is football, like video games, shit like that. Stuff that I actually know stuff about. Food, like Count Chocula is the best cereal in the world.
I understand.
Yeah. All right.
I get it. It's very frustrating to hear other people's opinions because everyone's got one, right? It doesn't make anybody's.
It
doesn't make anybody's right or wrong.
That's my point.
But there's a lot of indifference. But there is one common truth. And if you lock into that person who is the provider of truth, then you can assess those situations truthfully. And I think that there's a lot of people who are getting caught up emotionally, but emotionally, if we invest into every situation emotionally, we're not going to win that situation. It's going to be a mess. You got to logically think. So logically, we truthfully got to think logically.
Do you know why? Do you know what the difference is, though, Matt, between me and Matt and the rest of the world? Is that we grew up with two terms: agree to disagree, so you can respect another person's opinion, and we also grew up in a world where you get second chances. This world, they want to cancel you out, and that's it. And we grew up where, you know what, Pee Wee Herman could go into a movie theater, make a mistake,
and he's okay.
And come back.
Mistake.
Makes a funny joke on MTV.
We all Pee Wee Herman.
Look,
we are really. At the end of the day, we're all Pee Wee Herman.
I need to show you guys this. Can you read this at all?
No.
It says,
"It's my
Sir de Mastradamus."
It's my American. It's my American marriage ministries licensing. My license number is 1609450. It's signed. I am legal to marry people now in the state of Rhode Island. I don't know. Maybe I might start a church or something like that and go by Reverend King Michael. I haven't figured it out yet. There's so many possibilities.
That's it.
Rev would be great though. Reverend King Michael. That's, you know what I mean? So I'm just saying, I got the marriage license. If anybody wants to be married by me, all I have to do is go to the state, show them my license, and they give me approval. And then I get to make up your vows, which would be, to me, a good time. Do you, guy who looks like he's going to be really chubby in about 2 years, want to marry this girl who's already on her way, and it looks like she's cheating on you already? Like, just personalize them is what I'm saying. Personalize them. I care for these people. I want to make.
You know, I think to myself though, Mike, that Reverend King. I don't think that things usually end up very well when your name's Reverend King. So maybe we could change that up a little bit.
Deacon.
Oh, nice. There you go. Perfect.
I can go Deacon. They gave me names that I can use. Deacon,
Reverend.
Cool. I'm not going to go by Father. That would never happen in a million years.
Yeah.
I don't even think they should call priest Father. Do you know that? I'm a big fan of that. It was showing. Matt, I believe that, though, because no God other than me, right? That's what was said.
Well, even the Bible even says don't call anybody father.
That's my point. There you go. See, I read stuff. You don't think I read the Bible? I read all that stuff.
Yeah.
All right. Matt, was a great show. We made it to almost 45 minutes. Give me one last thing.
Never get too serious into any situation because it's just that, be ready for the next situation, but also think about all the situations that you made too much of in the past and what that got you. It got you nowhere. Embrace the moment because it's a blessing. And anything other than that is just us getting in the way or giving too much. If you're giving too much in the moment, it's probably going to be embarrassing in the end. There's a lot of wisdom in that. Just constantly just be patient and understanding and think of other people in the moment.
We have two locks, Denver and the Rams with the points. Okay. Also, if I was going to ever start something, it would be built on gratitude. Showing gratitude and being gracious. Just having that every day will change everybody. But really quick, I'm going to end on this. Duck goes into a store, says to the pharmacist, "Do you have any apples?" The pharmacist says, "We don't carry apples here." The duck leaves. Next day, Duck comes in, walks up to the pharmacist, says, "You got any apples?" The pharmacist says, "No, we don't carry apples. You came in yesterday." Duck says, "Okay," he leaves. Third day, Duck comes in again, says to the pharmacist, "You got any apples?" The pharmacist is like, "Look, I told you twice now, we don't have apples." He said, "You come in here again tomorrow, I'm going to nail your little duck feet to the ground," right? Next day, Duck comes in, walks up to the pharmacist. Pharmacist, oh, he's ready to go. Duck says, hey, you got any nails? The pharmacist is like, no. Duck says, well, you got any apples?
I nail it.
That was just a really bad joke I wanted to give.
I love it.
Sean, you got any bad jokes you want to leave us with?
Oh, I got a ton. Guy.
I can give you the grossest joke that I know with no swear words.
Okay, sure. I love that.
Son says to his dad, "Hey, Dad, what does a vagina look like?" And the dad says, "Well, son, it often looks like a beautiful rose with soft, billowing petals before sex." And then the kid says, "Oh, but then what's it look like after sex?" And the dad says, "Well, son, have you ever seen a bulldog chewing on mayonnaise?" No swear words there.
Clean, completely clean.
What do you got, Sean?
All right, I'll give you a good one. Oh, what do we got here?
The great Paul Anthony used to. This kid was a really good handicapper. He used to come on when I used to do this with Kyle. Has a New England 34, Denver 17, Seattle. I got to say something, Paul Anthony, you're wrong in both games. You have both games completely wrong. So I'm glad that you checked it, man. It'd be good if you said hi more. But I'll tell you what makes this even more fun is that your picks go against our picks. We get to see who's right today.
Yeah.
I appreciate that.
It's funny that we're
You know what I mean? We've been 70%.
in our last show. We're all collected in agreement
on both games, and then we get someone that gives us the opposite, complete opposite. So here we go, guys. Been a great show. I'm just stretching it because we made it just about 50 minutes, which is impossible.
Did you? By the way, Mike, did you talk last week or the last time you did the show? Did you talk about the Harbaugh hiring?
No, I haven't talked about it, but I'll go really quick. I'm so happy. I guess that's why I've been in a better mood. I mean, I guess that's why I'm in a better mood because it's like I don't even think he's a great coach, like as far as coaching, but
he brings a great
changing everything. We finally fired that assistant GM guy that does nothing. He's taking the Giants are the most hurt organization in the NFL over the last I don't know how many years, more injuries than anybody. Yeah. He's changing all the workout stuff. I can't friggin' wait. We're gonna get a good pick. And you know what I hope Harbaugh doesn't do? I hope Harbaugh with the what do you got? The 4th pick overall, something like that, 6th, gets a defensive tackle or an interior lineman. Listen, we need to find a cornerback in free agency and a guard / right tackle in free agency. We need to build the lines. Because if he goes out and gets that rookie wide receiver from Ohio State that everyone's talking about, that'll be there for the Giants. I don't want that kid. I got Malik Neighbors. Bring in an old guy like A.J. Brown so he can learn from him. I don't want another young receiver. Like, I don't want Dart, a Cam, and a bunch of rookie receivers. I don't want that. So don't draft that wide receiver. Other than that, dude, Eagles are falling apart. Like, the Dolphins, they fired their little guy with the like, can you believe? I told Matt Tomlin's going to leave. And Matt told me no. Matt, you told me no. And I said, Tomlin's out of there. He's like, Tomlin's leaving because I knew Tomlin was out of there.
I had a feeling.
And then the worst, by the way, the worst organization right now in the NFL that took the place of the Giants has to be the Buffalo Bills. Why the fuck would you want to even go there? What kind of owner comes out and does that press conference? Who doesn't shut him up? There's nobody that goes, hey, come on, man. No, don't say that.
Then they're going to bring Daboll in.
What?
They're going to bring Daboll in to Buffalo.
Yep.
What are they doing?
Is he going to be that coach?
That's what it's looking like.
Well, they brought him in for an interview.
Yeah.
He used to be the quarterback coach of the offensive coordinator, Josh Allen.
Yeah. But it makes no sense because he was part of the McDermott tree.
Yeah.
You know, you hated McDermott. You bring him Daboll back.
Yeah, I'll bring in McDermott light.
It doesn't make sense. So it's like, you know what? The Buffalo Bills are idiots. And you know what? I hate to say this. I have a good friend that's a Bills fan, right? And I've been to Buffalo this year. So I've seen the Bills Mafia and how it's everywhere. Bills Mafia is written on everything, right?
Yeah.
But Josh Allen shouldn't cry like that.
No.
I gotta say it. I'm not trying to be
I think there was more to it. I said this. I don't know if I said it on the show or I said it to my friends. He cried because he knew McDermott's days were done. And I think he felt like he failed him, the Reign, and every year and everybody part of it. That's what I think.
Did.
Yeah, well, I mean, he did. He did.
Time out. Josh is part of the coaching decision making. Josh's input on a coach is very much considered by the owner. So how come Josh couldn't save McDermott's career?
Because he couldn't win. He didn't win with him. This is what have you done for me lately kind of.
Yeah.
The 2-point conversion where he threw he overthrew an open guy. I know Josh Allen is erratic. I'm not gonna make him play that way in a game that I could just kick the extra point and go in OT and reassess.
Yeah.
So as a coach, I got to know my players and not put them in a position where he ain't going to be any good. So sure, he should be fired for that.
It's the GM.
But Josh Allen, I think Josh Allen's overrated.
All right. So listen, you fired the wrong person and you stuck with the wrong person.
Yeah.
You should have fired the GM, and you could go down the list of GM moves. Let me ask you this. When they were getting ready for this giant playoff push the Buffalo Bills did, who did they pick up at the trade deadline? What wide receiver did they pick up?
No one.
No one.
I think it was they picked up Brandon Cooks.
They basically did nothing. They did nothing for the playoff run, right? That's not McDermott.
Yeah.
He doesn't control that. Now, you look at that lineup. Dude, he's playing with, like, pieces. Just pieces.
Yeah.
It's tight ends are the best receivers. Like, how the fuck is that McDermott's fault? McDermott does not assemble a team.
Hold on. This is why it was almost like their fault because no, it's almost like they already regressed their offense because of what Josh Allen's incapabilities were. So they took away Stephon Diggs because they didn't want him really running the offense to the outside because there was a lot of interceptions there.
Right.
So they condensed the offense. So they weren't gonna make a trade for a wide receiver to go and do the opposite of what they already did with the offense, which is play within themselves and close. So I think it's more along the lines of making sure Josh Allen didn't overextend.
Yeah.
You know what? The only problems that Josh Allen has is between his left ear and his right ear.
Yeah.
That's where all his problems lie. That kid is physically gifted to be able to do anything, right?
Mm-hmm.
You do not fire a guy who's gotten you to the playoffs like 9 times in a row or some stupid shit like that. You're the Bills. You're a horrible organization that can't win a Super Bowl. How do you get rid of McDermott like that? How do you do it? How do you do that? And
you don't get it away. You don't get rid of a guy like that unless you have someone in place that's going to be better.
Yep.
That's the only way it works out.
Yep.
And I don't care if you have to tamper, if you have to do whatnot. You have to find a way to improve your team.
And being the last team to fire your coach doesn't help you with coaching search, Matt.
Let's talk about the play, right? That received the most media. You know, the pick off of Brandon Cooks. You're throwing the ball in overtime to position yourself to win the game. To a receiver who's been on every team in the league, is a journeyman, and that's your best go-to in that situation. That's like what you were saying, King. GM, not somebody who's gonna make them make sure that ball's mine, going down with it, not letting it go. But they're throwing to Brandon Cooks. Small, little guy got knocked out in the Super Bowl trying to overextend, do things that weren't inside his game. But
True.
this is a guy who got robbed at a time where he should have been making sure that ball was his. That's who they're going to.
John, what,
That's
what
who they're
did you-
throwing the ball.
What did you think of that catch?
The Butte.
Yeah, the catch. No, the interception. The Bron.
Oh, I mean, it could have gone either way. The thing is, I mean, they had the same play happen the next week, and it's called the exact opposite way. So there's no consistency with the referees. I think the referees in the NFL are just as bad as the referees in the NBA. I think it's time that they, well,
Mhm.
I mean, NBA referees are better, but
They
they
can
take the
control
money.
game, though. NBA referees can just
Hold
change
on.
the game.
Hold on. Check this out.
Well,
If Brandon Cooks goes to the ground with it and the receiver knocks the ball out, it's incomplete.
Oh, no.
Yeah.
To me, that was a 100% interception. Because let me tell you
Absolutely an interception.
yeah, it was
after
an
they both hit
interception.
the ground, after they both hit the ground, right, grabbing at the ball, when the Bronco guy rolled over and stood up, did you see the receiver's body expression?
Defeat.
Yeah,
It was defeat. It was not
Defeat.
Like, look around to like, what the fuck just happened? He got up like he knew he didn't get the ball. That's what I'm trying to say. That was an interception. You could just
Truth.
judge it by looking at the Patriots guy. Like they'll
Yeah.
tell you if it's an interception or not. But so I don't know. I think the Patriots have such an incredible opportunity to get back to the Super Bowl. Like they got gifted something where they got put in a position where it doesn't seem like it's going to be as hard. But I think it's going to be much harder than they think. I think I can't wait to see this game going. I hope it doesn't snow too much. Again, wrap it up. The Broncos and Rams with the spread. That's what we're all going with. 2 locks, which is weird for the conference championships, but we did it.
Yep.
I'm going to wrap it up like this. 4, Captain Picard. 4, Mastradamus. It is me, Michael B. King, Mike Kell. This was legit fantasy football. Thank you guys for watching. Stay safe.
yes.